I've just got back from holidays. It was magnificent. Should have seen my accommodation. Every day I had to swim in my own private pool. The views were magnificent. I used to get out of the pool, pop into the spa, go up, have a shower in my opulently set out bathroom. I lived like a king. Ladies and gentlemen, one of you today, by buying this property, will feel like you're on holidays every day of the year. Good morning, my name is Sam Woolcock from Woolcock Partners, Launceston's #1 real estate agency, and it's with great pleasure we welcome you all here today for the sale of 26 Penajou Road, Otago. And on behalf of our vendors, Mr and Mrs Corbin, we're delighted to offer such a magnificent property on the market today. We're selling under standard auction conditions. The conditions of sale have been prepared by Sproul and Associates, and I'm delighted to say they're very standard conditions.
Mr. Auctioneer, I just have one quick question.
Good morning, sir.
I had the opportunity to look at the house 3 days ago.
Yep.
Very interested in bidding today. But if I am a successful bidder, am I able to get a building clause inserted into the contract of sale?
Thanks, sir. Look, if I understand you correctly, if you were to buy the property, you'd want to put in a clause?
Just a building inspection.
Sure. Look, the terms and conditions would not allow that, so you'd have to be aware if you're the successful bidder today, you would have to buy it without a building clause, so you'd have to be comfortable with that. Is that okay? Good luck with your bidding, sir. So moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, the terms and conditions have been on display at our offices for the past 3 weeks, and I know some of you have got your own copy for your perusal. I don't intend to go through the entire document, but I will mention a couple of clauses we do think are important for those of you who have not bid at auction before or perhaps unfamiliar with bidding at auction in Tasmania. And first of all, ladies and gentlemen, the vendor is allowed to bid, but only through me as the auctioneer. So what that means, ladies and gentlemen, if there is a vendor bid, it'll be through me and me only. Any other bidding from the floor will be your competition. We're selling subject to a reserve price, a very reasonable reserve price given the current market conditions. The highest bidder after reaching the reserve price will become the purchaser. Now, if you're that purchaser today, we require you to do 3 more things. Sign the contract that is attached to these terms and conditions, pay to us a 10% deposit, and through your nominated solicitor on the settlement date, which is set out as the 30th of August 2013, to settle the balance, and we'll give you vacant possession and the keys to this magnificent property. We'd also encourage, if you are signing these terms and conditions today, you will have a legal interest in the property. So we would highly recommend you contact your insurance broker as soon as you can and let them know, and they'll arrange suitable insurance cover prior to settlement. Are there any questions so far?
Mr Auctioneer, I noticed in the conditions of sale that the chattel value is $20,000.
Yep.
Is this an accurate figure, and who would have done the valuation?
Look, good question, madam. Thanks for that. Look, it's probably an arbitrary figure put in by the vendor. It certainly wouldn't affect the purchase price if that's what you're concerned about. And I believe you'd have an opportunity to revisit that figure if you felt it needed altering for whatever purposes you needed. Is that okay? Good luck with your bidding. Any other questions before I move on? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the famous yachty John Bonetto, when he developed this land many years ago, he had a vision. And that vision was all about his beloved Derwent River. And looking out over this view across Otago Bay, straight you can see the city of Hobart and of course the magnificent Mount Wellington. And just like John sitting at the helm of Mirrabooka, this home at 26 Penajou Road sits very comfortably in its surrounds. magnificent Tuscan architecture is timeless. And whether it be by sea or by road or even air, even your most discerning guests will be suitably impressed by this magnificent residence. I've watched many of you inspect the property and that sweeping staircase up to the magnificent master bedroom and ensuite. The expansive 2.5 acres of ground, manicured lawns, established gardens, gives you privacy, room for those magnificent Christmas parties that I can see you thinking about. You've fallen in love with the endless features of this property. 60 squares of living. The features go on, from that beautiful heated pool, the spa bath. You can see you working out on those guns in that private gym. Barbecues, friends and family, having them round, going to select that magnificent bottle of wine that you've been keeping ready for an occasion in your own private wine cellar. Ladies and gentlemen, it'll be like having a holiday every day of your life. Consider this, the flight lounge. We're all waiting, but unfortunately, only one of us is going to get called. So ladies and gentlemen, start your engines, pack your bags. One of you is going on holiday for the rest of your lives. All we need to know is how much you're going to pay for this property. It's your turn. Who's going to go on holidays? Ladies and gentlemen, opening bidder offer for 26 Penanjou Road, Otago. Yes, sir, sorry.
I've been living in the state for some time.
Yep.
And I've just been reading through the option conditions and the contract, and I noticed that there's no cooling off period.
That's right, sir.
Can you explain to me why?
Yep. No, look, obviously a cooling off period is common in other states. At the moment in Tasmania, it's not required in our legislation. So these terms and conditions do not have a cooling off period. So if you're the successful bidder today, sir, and the number of inspections you've had, I really do hope you are, but you'd have to be aware that if you sign the contract, there won't be a cooling off period. Are you comfortable with that? It's okay. Good luck with your bidding. So ladies and gentlemen, any more questions before we keep going? So I need an opening bidder offer. Can I see an opening bidder offer around the $800,000 mark? At $800,000, how does that sound? $850, good bid, sir, to start me away at $850. There's my opening bidder. $875 now. At $875, can you round me up to $900? At $875, there's the bid right here. At $875. At $875, how does 9 sound? At $875. At $875, another $25 to keep you in the game. At $875, there's my bid, looking very comfortable at the moment. How about wiping the smile off his face, sir? At $875, there's the bid. At $875, first time. Second time at $875, are you sure? You didn't think you were going to buy it with one bid, did you? At $875, third and final time. What do you think, sir? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep it rolling at the moment. There's a vendor bid here now at $900,000. It's with me. It's a vendor bid at $900,000 and 20. Good bid, sir, in the middle. New bidder at 940. At 940's the bid. At 940. At $940,000 and 960. At 960,000. At 960's the bid. At 960,000, looking for 80 if you like. At 960,000's the bid. At 960. At $960,000. First time at 960. Second time at $960,000. Third and final time at 980. Got to be quick, sir. At $980,000. Back here at my opening bidder. At $980,000. At $980. 1 million. At $1 million. At $1 million and 10 now. At $1 million and 10's the bid. And 20? At 1,020,000. At 1,020,000 is the bid. At 1,020,000 and 30. At 1,030,000. At 1,030,000 is the bid. At 1,030,000. At 1,030,000 $30,000. At 1,030,000. At 1,030,000 looking for 40 anywhere. At 1,030,000 first time. At 1,030,000. Second time.
1,050,000.
1,050,000. Good strong bid, sir. And 75. 1,075,000. At 1,075,000 the bid.
5,000.
At 1,080,000 now. At 1,085,000. Good strong bid. And 90 now. 1,090,000. At 1,090,000 is the bid. At 1,092,500. At 1,092,500 is the bid. At 1,092,500. Take me up to 5 if you like. 1,092,500 is the bid. At 1,092,500 with my opening bid, he's been with me all the time. At $1,092,500. At 1,092,500 first time. At 1,092,500. Second time. At $1,092,500. How about another 5 out there at the moment? Third and final time. $1,092,500. Are you done? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're still a little bit away. How about another vendor bid? Sorry, sir? 95. 1,095,000. At 1,095,000 the bid. At 1.1 now. At 1.1. And 1.101. At 1.2. At 2. 1.102 is the bid. At 1.102 is the bid right in the middle. 105 now. At 1,105,000. At 1,105 is the bid. At 1,105,000. First time. At 1,105,000. At 106. At 106 the bid. And 7 now. At 107. At $1,107,000. At $1,107,000. Your ones are all good. At $1,107,000 first time. At $1,107,000. Second time.
1,110,000.
Good bid, sir. Nice strong bid. 1,110,000. You heard him, ladies and gentlemen. $1,110,000. At $1,110,000 and 12. At 1,112,000 now. At 1,112,000. At $1,112,000 is the bid. We're going to sell this. At $1,112,000. At $1,112,000. First time. At $1,112,000. Second. At $1,112,000. What about you, sir? I'll give you another one if you like. At $1,112,000, you finished, sir. Third and final time. You're gone, going. You're all done. $1,112,000. You're finished. You're done. Going. Gone. Well done, sir. Congratulations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Congratulations to my purchaser. Commiserations to our underbidders. Thank you all for attending. And Woolcock Partners are delighted to offer another property and successful sale to our vendors. And we look forward to helping you all in the future. So thank you and have a great weekend.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Michael Baxter. I am the Principal of Harcourts Coast and Country Real Estate and your auctioneer here this morning. On behalf of Harcourts Coast and Country, I'd like to welcome you all and thank you all for coming to the auction of this amazing luxury home at 26 Penajou Road, Otago. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank our vendors, Roger Corbin and Alana Arno, for their instructions to represent them in the sale of their magnificent home and the spectacular presentation of the property that we've enjoyed for the last 4 weeks. Our thanks also go to Walsh Day Solicitors for preparing the contract and the very clear and concise particulars and conditions that you will be bidding under here this morning. I trust that any person intending to bid here today has taken the opportunity to familiarise themselves with those particulars and conditions which have been on display at our office and have been available for your perusal here this morning.
Mr. Auctioneer, I just have one question.
Yes, sir.
Off I've had the opportunity to look through that property 3 days ago, and I'm very interested in bidding here today.
That's good.
If I am a successful bidder today and sign the contract, is it possible to include a building inspection in the contract?
Not at this stage, sir, no. I'm sorry. The terms and conditions are set. There was something that you would have needed to arrange prior to the auction, I'm sorry. Where were we? I'd also like to thank my office staff and sales staff for helping in preparing the auction for today. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get down to the bidding to see who wins this magnificent home, I am obliged to give you a full description of the property and also to draw your attention to several of the terms and conditions that are in place for the auction. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, the property that is on sale here today is a 1 hectare rural residential allotment, house, shed and all improvements known as 26 Penazure Road, Otago, and is more properly described in the register as Volume 105341, Folio 32. The chattels that are included with the property, ladies and gentlemen, all light fittings as inspected or worked, window finishings as hung or floor coverings as laid, TV antenna, Miele wall oven, ceramic cooktop, dishwasher and range hood, hanging cradle for saucepans, portable timber, food preparation bench, security system, swimming pool filtration and cleaning system, all gymnasium equipment as inspected, fully automated watering system, sauna equipment and an internal communication system. Ladies and gentlemen, I take it as read that you have all studied the terms and conditions that are in place for the auction today. However, I will point out that the settlement date is set down for the 30th of August 2013 and a deposit of 10% is expected to be paid on the fall of the hammer. Just point out to you also, ladies and gentlemen, that I do reserve the right to make bids on behalf of the vendor, and if I do make a vendor's bid, I will point it out and be very clear to you that I am bidding on behalf of the vendor. Well then, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me, Mr. Auctioneer. I noticed in the conditions of sale that the chattel value is $20,000. Is this an accurate figure and who would have done the valuation?
The chattel's value is an accurate figure and it has been worked out by the vendor's accountants for depreciation purposes. Are there any other questions from the floor at all? Any other questions about the contract of sale, terms and conditions or the property itself before we get going? Very well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll very shortly get down to the bidding for the property, but firstly, I will just briefly mention some of the aspects and features of the property itself for your consideration. Ladies and gentlemen, this is simply one of those rare properties that just words can never quite adequately describe. You have to see this property, you have to feel this property, be touched by this property to truly appreciate what is on offer here today. In a nutshell, this is just an amazing family home. A very large and stunningly appointed 4-bedroom family home that offers a complete lifestyle on site. We've all been through the property. We can all see that the space, design and size is breathtaking. We can all see the quality right throughout is stunning. Magnificent kitchen, glorious bathrooms, spa, sauna, huge master bedroom with parents' retreat and atmosphere galore. And we can all see that it's got spectacular views of the Derwent River and Mount Wellington. But now I want you to imagine. Imagine living here. Imagine choosing which quiet corner, inside or outside, to have your morning coffee or a glass of wine in the afternoon. Imagine you and your partner or your children swimming in the indoor swimming pool, having a workout in the gym, entertaining or relaxing with your friends and family, strolling around the hectare of manicured gardens and lawns, putting your caravan or boat away in the purpose-designed shed on the property after you've come back from a holiday or a day out on the water. Imagine living here. Well, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you can live here. The opportunity is here right now, today, to actually buy this property, to acquire this property and be the new owner today. I'm going to put the property in your hands, ladies and gentlemen, no further ado, who would like to be the new owner of 26 Penazure Road, Otago? Can I have an opening bid or offer? Can I get $700,000 from a bidder anywhere?
If I may, Mr. Upton, just before we get underway.
Yes, sir.
I've been living in the state for some time. I've been reading the conditions of sale and the contract. I noticed that there's no cooling off period.
No, sir.
Can you tell me why?
Because it's not part of our legislation, I'm sorry, sir. I understand where you've come from. There may well be a cooling off period, but in Tasmania at this stage, there is no cooling off period, sir. Is that okay? Any other questions at all before we get going? Very well. I'm looking for an opening bid or offer. Can I get $700,000 anywhere? Can I have $700,000 anywhere? $850. $850, I'll take $850. Thank you very much, sir. $850 on my left. I'll take 50. Sorry, sir? Can I go 900, sir? Can I have 900? 875. Looking for 50 if I can. I've got 850 on my left. Will you give me 9, sir? You give me 9? Come on, play with me, sir. We'll be here all day.
I'll give you trouble if I do. 875.
850 I have. I'm looking for 9 if I can. I'll come back to you if I can't, sir. 850. Can I get 900 anywhere? Will you give me 9, sir? I'll cut your deal. Make it 9, sir.
Okay, 875.
875. All right, sir, I'll take your 875. I've got 875 now on my right. I'm looking for 9. 875 on the right. I'm looking for $900,000. Going once at 875. Going twice at 875. Can I get a third bid? Can I get 900? I'm going to make a vendor's bid, ladies and gentlemen, 900. The bid is now with me. I'm against all of you. 900 is with me. I'm looking for 925. 920. 920 I have.
And 20.
Sorry, sir?
And 20.
And 20. 940 I have now on my right. 960. Looking for 980. 960 on my left. Looking for 980. Can I get 980 anywhere? Calling it once at 960. Calling it twice at 960. Can I get 980 anywhere?
980.
980 I have on my left. Thank you, sir.
20,000.
20. 900. 920 I have now on my right. 10, sir. 930. Going to hard work. We're going to be here. I'm going to run out of voice before we finish this one, ladies and gentlemen. 930 on my left. 1,020,000 we have now on my right. Thank you, sir. What a strong bid. Can I get an increase on 1,020,000? How much, sir? 1,030,000. 1,030,000 I have. I'm looking for 1,040,000. I'll take increases from here. 1,040,000. Calling it once at 1,040,000. Calling it twice at 1,040,000. Going to make a vendor's bid at 1,050,000. I've already made a vendor's bid at 1,050,000, sir. Will you give me 1,060,000?
1,050,000.
I've already called that, sir, on behalf of the vendor. Can you give me 1,060,000? 1,075,000 I have now. Thank you very much, sir. 1,075,000. Calling it once at 1,075,000.
5,000.
1,080,000 I have now on my left.
85.
1,085,000. Calling it once. 1,090,000. 2.5 million, sir. Is that right? That was a nice try, though. 1,092,500. 1,092,500 I have for the first time. 1,092,500 for the second time. Any increase on $1,092,500. This is a bargain, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look around you. 1,092,000 for the third and final time. Are we all silent? Any increase? I'll take anything you've got. I'll take another 2.5.
95.
1,095,000 I have now on my right. Now we're getting somewhere. 1,095,000. Sorry, sir? 1.1 I have now. 1,101,000. 1,101,000 I have. 1,102,000. 1,102,000 for the first time. 1,105,000 on my left. Cut all you blokes out now. 1,105,000 for the first time. On my left here, 1,105,000. Are you all silent? You're still in with me, sir? Come with me. Give me another one. 1,105,000 for the second time.
One from me.
$1,106,000. Thank you, sir. 1,106,000. You back out? One for you, sir. $1,107,000. $1,107,000. Are we all quiet? Are we all silent? We're going to sell, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the market. $1,107,000 for the first time. $1,107,000 for the second time. 1,110,000 I have now. Thank you very much for coming back in, sir. 1,110 time. 1,112,000. Who wants to knock the other ones out? 1,112,000. We're selling. 1,112,000 for the first time. $1,112,000 for the second time. Make no mistake, we're going to sell. This is your last chance. $1,112,000 for the third and final time. Are we all silent? Are we all done? Are we sure? $1,112,000 going, sold. Congratulations, sir. Well done, sir. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending. Commiseration to the underbidders. Thank you for your strong bidding today. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Harcourts, Coast and Country, I would like to thank you all for attending. Once again, thank you to our vendors. Hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you.
And with that, like all marriages, underlying is a contract. For your interest, we'll give you a couple of points from that contract. Firstly, the vendor and the vendor's rights. The vendor has the right to set and vary the reserve price, to withdraw the property and the chattels from sale without disclosing said reserve price, and authorise me as auctioneer to bid on their behalf. Now, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully that won't be necessary, and judging by the interest we've had over the last few weeks, I'd like to see if we can get away with not having them. But we'll see how we go. Your interest today will tell me more. And
Mr. Auctioneer, I just have one quick question.
certainly, sir.
I had the opportunity to look at the property some 3 days ago. I'm very interested in bidding today.
Yes, sir.
However, if I am a successful bidder, I would like to have a building clause inserted in the contract of sale. Is that possible?
Oh, unfortunately, no, sir, not at this stage. Look, generally we need a bit more time to organise those things. We are bidding today on clear title and settlement in some 30 days. Unfortunately for you, no, at this stage. So probably, although the timing's bad, could have got onto it a bit earlier for you. If things don't go their way, I'm happy to talk to you at the end of proceedings. No worries at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, today is someone's opportunity. Their chance at a new life, a new property, a home that defies description virtually. I spent a lot of time at this property at open homes, people on the front lawn. All that's missing is the band and a wine tent, and it could look like a day on the green. The home is immaculate. From the moment you drive through the gates to the main homestead, you realise that everything has been planned. Everything's in its place and everything is maintained to perfection. The home's exquisite. And at some 600 plus square metres, ladies and gentlemen, it's substantial. Don't see homes that large very often, and you don't see homes that are designed to dictate and determine the way a lifestyle is led, such as a home like this. You don't see them very often. I'll just make a mention before we keep going that the ride-on lawnmower is included in the chattels. The ride-on vacuum cleaner, however, is not. She's taking that to her next time. Okay, just so we're clear. The property is sold, as I said, clear title, 600 plus square metres. We have multiple living areas, 4 bedrooms, each with their own uniqueness, their own style. But most importantly, for you and your family and friends in the coming months after settlement, you can wine, dine, gym, swim, barbecue, billiards, whatever takes your fancy. All whilst enjoying the prestige and the location, enjoying the space that is this home. Stunning views out over the river and towards the mountains. It's a picture that you could see hanging on the walls in a hotel anywhere around the world. Like I said, today is almost the beginning of a new relationship, ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of a marriage, the beginning of a new era for these people. The lucky purchaser today will start. Every relationship I've ever come across, ladies and gentlemen, does have its cost. There's always a price underlying these things. A price that I'd like to hear from you today. For me, I know where the price...
I noticed in the conditions of sale that the chattel value is $20,000.
Yes?
Is this an accurate value and who would have done the valuation?
The valuation on that's actually a written down value that's agreed by the vendor and with subsequent discussions by their accountant. If it causes you any concern, you can have a talk to me later, but it is as is set down in the chattels. Okay, happy with that? Yeah, no worries at all. Okay, any further questions before we go? Ladies and gentlemen, I put it to you. The cost of a relationship, the cost of owning this home, where do you see it? Give me a fair, reasonable opening bid. The beginning of a love affair for you and this new home.
Mr. Auctioneer, just before you go further, sorry to butt in.
Sir.
I've been living in the state and I've just been reading through your option conditions in the contract and I noticed that there's no cooling off period. Can you explain to me why that's so?
Certainly in Tasmania under current legislation there is no cooling off period at this stage. It is in the throes with legislation. It may or may not come to fruition. That's up to the excellent work of the REIT and the government moving forward to get those things ironed out. But at this stage, no cooling off period, sir. That's the way we see it. Okay with that? Please feel free to bid though. I'm happy to take your money, sir. No? Okay. We'll see how we go. Ladies and gentlemen, fair and reasonable opening bid. Where do we see it? Where do we start? First bid, I guarantee you won't win it today. $850. Nice start, sir. Welcome to proceedings. Thank you, sir. I'll take your $850. $850 we have with the gentleman over here. Shall we? $875. Thank you, sir. Lovely work. $875 with you over to my right. $875 over here. $875. $875 it is. Sir, right back at you for $9. What would you say? Could I say $9? $900. $875 it is with this gentleman over there. $875. Any other interest? $875 with the gentleman to my right. $875. Call it for the first time. For the second time, ladies and gentlemen, third time, please don't make me pass this property in. I won't. I'll make it $900 with the vendor bid. $900 it is with me on behalf of the vendor, ladies and gentlemen. Can I throw it back at you, sir, over there for another 25? Can we 25? Sorry? 20? $920 to you, sir. Welcome to proceedings. $920, thank you, sir. $940, thank you very much, sir. 60? $960, shall we say? Yes, $960 it is, thank you, sir. $960 it is over here to my left. $960, $960, don't scratch your nose, I will take a bit off you, sir. $960 it is over here to my left. $960 it is. $960. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? This is a beautiful home. Certainly worth, I would say, 7 figures. $960 is the current bid. $960 it is. Don't win a race at the starting line. We're halfway through. $960 it is with you, sir. Call it for the first time, for the second time, for the third time at $960,000. $980, thank you, sir. $980,000, welcome back. Sir, you've been quiet. What is it? $1 million, cool. $1 million it is. We've rounded it to the 1. Thank you, sir. $1 million it is over here to the right. Thank you, sir. $1,010,000. We'll call it 10. 110, 20, 120. 1,020, 30. 1,030 over here, sir. What do you say? 1,040? What about you, sir? You've been quiet there for a while. On my left, sir, 1,040, could we say? We're going in tens. I'd like to jump up a little bit, but 1,040, could we say? The bid is 1,030. Confirm that for me, sir. 1,030. Could we say 1,040? 140 for the first time. For the second time. 175. 1,075. Thank you, sir. 1,075. 1,075. We are here on the left. 1,075. Ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, sir. 1,080. 85, $1,085. 95? 1,095. 1,095 here. 1,095 we have. 1,095. What say 1.1? Someone say 1.1. What do we think? 1.1 can we say? For the first time, I call it again, ladies and gentlemen. For the second time, for the third and final time, 1.1. Thank you, sir. You saved me. 1.11. 2. Thank you, sir. 1.12. 1.102. 1.12. 1,120,000, sir? 1.102. 1,102,000. Thank you, sir. 1,102 here on my left. 1,102. 105. Thank you, sir. 105. 1105 it is with the gentleman on my left, ladies and gentlemen. 1105. Would it make a difference if I said to you, we are going to sell today, ladies and gentlemen? The love affair begins today. If you're here and your wives are here, please don't be scared, because that's not a conversation you want to have in the car on the way home. 1105 it is here. Make no mistake, we are selling. 1105 it is here. I'll call it for the first time. For the second time, ladies and gentlemen.
One for me.
One.
1,106,000.
1,106,000, ladies and gentlemen. 1106. Currently with this gentleman over here. The keys and the roller door remotes and the gate remotes are with this gentleman.
And one from me.
And one from you, 107. 1107 it is. 1107 here with the gentleman on my left. I'm going to call it for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. Make it 110, sir. 110. Secure this for yourself. 110. What can we say? Can I say it? 1110. That's a nice number. All the ones. Can we? 1107 here. Confirm that for me, sir. 1107 with you. It is. So I'll call it for the first time. For the second time. That's the number I like. 1110 here with this gentleman. Thank you. 1,110,000. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to proceedings. Just in the nick of time. 1110. 112. What say you, sir? You're out? You're all done? Anyone here that sees these two properties should not be joined to this gentleman? Speak now. Do you? At 1,110,000? No? For the first time? I'll call it for the second time. For the third and final time. Make no mistake, when the contract hits my hand. 1,110,000. 12. I beg your pardon, sir. 1,112,000 is with you. I nearly robbed you of a beautiful home. 1,112,000. 1112. 1112. All the ones and a two. Yes, for the first time, for the second time, for the third and final time, we are selling. Sold to you, sir. Congratulations. 1,112,000. Apparently my memory's not what it used to be, and that's what my wife said to me on the way down here. She said, you make sure you take your suit and tie. Forgot that too, but anyway, we make do. Thank you very much for your attendance, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, sir. Commiserations to our underbidders. Let the festivities begin. Enjoy. Thank you. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. You're all happy, settled. It's a wonderful venue here, it's a wonderful day. My name's Jeff Cairns, I'm the auctioneer for today. And assisting me are going to be my cohorts, Mr David Headlam and Miss Sharon McCarthy. Now ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, we're here to take to auction. It's 11 o'clock on the 30th of July 2013. It is just magnificent here. But before we start, there's a few things we should make quite clear. As you all know, we're here today to take to auction this wonderful property, 26 Penninjale Road, Otago, on behalf of our vendors, Miss Alana Arnott and Mr Roger Corbin. Of course, in doing so, we shall be making use of the particulars and conditions of sale by auction prepared by their lawyers, Mr Archer Bushby of Launceston. Now, these, of course, have been available to you in our office for well over a week, in fact, over a fortnight, and here on site for over an hour. So, ladies and gentlemen, these have been available, they're ready to go.
Mr Auctioneer, just one question. I had the opportunity to have a look at the property 3 days ago.
Yes, sir.
Interested in bidding today. However, if I am a successful bidder, am I able to include a building inspection into the contract?
At this point of time, sir, you're a little bit late. That should have been organised beforehand. The property has been on the market for quite some time. I'm sure if you have any doubts, the council actually has inspected this property because of a previous client asking questions, and they assured me there's no great problem. However, at this point of stage, it's a little bit too late. We're about to go to auction, so we'll have to leave it at that. But if you are successful, I'm sure that if you find something terribly wrong, it can be discussed at a later date. But at this point in time, sorry, missed the boat. Ladies and gentlemen, before we commence the auction proper, there are a few clauses in here we should make quite clear to you. And rather than make any mistakes, I'll read from these particulars and conditions of sale prepared by auction here, and I'll go through the clauses appropriate. And the first The most appropriate clause, of course, will be the settlement date, and that is set here as the 31st of August 2013, about a month from now. That hasn't varied. The clause here says it can be varied, but no one's made that approach. At this point in time, it will be the 31st of August 2013. With regard to clauses, and I'll read rather than go make them up, it'll be verbatim, prepared here. There are a number of clauses that would affect the way this auction is going to be run. And the first clause will be, of course, the reserve price and vendor's right. That's clause number 1. It says here, and excuse me while I put my glasses on, it makes life a bit easier to read. I'll make no mistakes that be the case. The first clause, of course, clause 1, the vendor has the right, A, to authorise the auctioneer to make a bid or bids on behalf of the vendor. If I do so, I shall make it quite clear, there'll be no mistake, it'll be a vendor's bid here. If it's one of your bids, for example, I shall say it's yours, yours, or yours. No mistake. Part B says to fix reserve price and to vary it. C says to withdraw the property and chattels from sale without disclosing the reserve price. Quite clear. Clause 2 regards disputes, and it says the auctioneer has the absolute discretion to determine all disputes about A, the bidding or the sale process. It goes on to say the auctioneer's determination on these matters will be final and binding. So for once I'm in charge. Quite simple. We go over the page to probably the most important clause at this point of time, and that's the clause with regard bids. Clause 3.1 says a bidder may not withdraw a bid without the auctioneer's consent. So if you make a mistake, you feel you shouldn't have been there, ask the question. Quite simple. Each new bid must be an increase to the previous bid by at least the sum fixed and announced by the auctioneer from time to time during the auction. I'll make that perfectly clear. The auctioneer is permitted to make bid or bids on behalf of the vendor. Again, that's a repeat of one of the other clauses. Also goes on to say, I may refuse a bid if I so wish. It says the auctioneer may refuse any bid without giving a reason for doing so. Quite clear. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any problems with those clauses or any questions to be asked?
Excuse me, Mr. Auctioneer, I noticed in the contract for sale that the chattel value is $20,000.
Right.
Is this an accurate figure, and who would have done the valuation for that?
I believe, from my understanding, speaking to the vendors, they had a valuation done recently with regard to chattels for insurance purposes. And that's where that figure's quoted from. I think it's somewhat light. Obviously, there's far more chattels than that, but you will have assessed that when you walk through the property. It is magnificent, and I've got lovely chattels in the property that will come to the house and will be read out to you shortly. Thank you. Any other questions before we move on to the bidding process and description of property? Quite happy. Thank you. Now, it goes on to part 3 to say here, particulars of title and tenancies, and it says quite clearly, the land improvements and fixtures at 26 Penninjale Road, Otago, in Tasmania, described in folio of the register numbered volume 105, 341, folio 32. Of course, a copy is attached herein. It also says there is no tenancies, and under part 4 it gives you, there of course is a full heating system, there's a full vacuum system. It's a fantastic place. Ladies and gentlemen, no further questions. We'll go on and describe what you can already see. I shouldn't have to go into this property any length to tell you all about its wonderful characteristics, where it's built, what it is. You've all seen the property. You wouldn't be here if you didn't like the property. Ladies and gentlemen, we know, for example, it's a circa 1996. We know it's brick and rendered tile. We know it's on a hectare of land, over nearly 2.5 acres. Gently sloping, views towards the river, Mount Wellington in the background. We know it's a wonderful spot. We know it's a quiet spot. You can hear the birds, you can hear the distant traffic. That's as noisy as it gets here. It's a lovely location. You know all that. You know that it's officially 611.8 square metres a house. It's huge. 72 squares approximately of living area. In Tassie, of course, we count living area, not area under the roof line. So under the roof line, it's even bigger. We know there's an orchard up the back. We know there's a large colorbond shed with high access. So when we put the boat, there's a large concrete stand to park the trailer on, or just do whatever you so wish. We know there's a cellar. So if you like wine, what more can you ask for? A cellar. You've got a gymnasium. You've got a pool with a spa, 4 bedrooms, 3 en-suites, 2 living areas, decking at the back. I mean, this is an amazing house. You know all that. Let me paint a picture. Say one of you people are a successful bidder. You've been given the keys on the Friday night, the bottle of wine, a basket is now your home. You've spent Saturday here getting everything in place to move in. On the Saturday afternoon, you drive up to the gates, press the button, gates swing open. You're driving through the agapanthus, standard roses, box hedges, up to the house. You pull up at the door. This is yours. You walk up the steps, push the door open. It's all yours. You look over your shoulder. What a view. It is fantastic. This is part of what you're buying. You wander in, go through to the kitchen, prepare the evening meal. Everything's there. It's a kitchen that you ever dream of. It's a fantastic kitchen. Everything you can possibly understand is there. You have your meal, enjoy the dining room, retire to the lounge after meal. By this time, of course, the sun's starting to set over Mount Millington. It's been a magnificent day. Clear, stars are coming through, the lights of the garden are coming on, the fountain's on its way. Just fantastic. You retire for the evening after sitting there, looking at this, having a glass of wine or a cup of tea. You wander off, in the morning get up, have a sauna, a dip in the pool. This is your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, this can be all yours in a few minutes' time. Simply put the hand up. Make sure I know you're bidding. So when you're ready to go, put the hand up. Ladies and gentlemen, I commend to you this wonderful property. What's it worth to you? Call it out. Don't miss the dream. Bid from anywhere. It's in your hands. Call it out.
Just before we go.
Yes, sir.
Before we go ahead, I've been looking into state.
Yes.
Pardon me, I've just noticed in the conditions of sale of the auction contract, there's no cooling off period.
That's correct.
To explain the reasons why that's not there?
Now, in Tasmania, legislation hasn't come into that stage. Our wonderful government have said there will be cooling off in the future, but at this period of time, there is not one. If it's knocked down to you, you're successful. Congratulations if you are. If that happens, you've bought the property. Happy with that? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still in your hands. The dream's still there. It's still a wonderful property. Nothing's changed from a few seconds ago. Call it out, ladies and gentlemen. Hands up. Make me aware. Make sure you're here. You're here because you like the property. Bid from anywhere. Anywhere. Call it out.
850.
850. Over the left. 850. Call out. 850. You can all join in. 850. 850 up my left.
875.
875. Gentlemen up the right. 875 up here. Not you, sir. You can all join in. 875 up on the right. 875. Call out. Are you still there, sir? 875. I'll take the 25s. 875 on the right. Call it out. Anywhere. You can all join in. It's still a wonderful property. This could be yours. It's 875 up here. Sure, that's a bit low. 875 is very low. You know what the ground's worth. You know what it would cost to replace this property. 875 is very low. No disrespect, sir. 875 on the right. Surely you have no go, sir. That's 875. You're 850 for a start. It's 875 now. It's worth far more than that. Anywhere, all join in. 875 up here. You seem a bit shy today. 875 is very low. If it helps, can I throw in a bit of 900? Round it off. 900. Vendors bid with me. It's 900. You're out. You're out. It's 900. Vendors bid. 920. Up here. 920. Towards the back. 920. 940. 940,000. Is it 960? 960,000. Up to my left. Sir, you're still here with us? It's 960 up here. 960 up here. Sir, anyone else? 960. Towards the back. 960. Called out. Don't be shy. It doesn't have to be a three-way go. All join in. 960 up here. 960. Do I have to come again? It's 960. Surely it's worth more than that to you. Could I round it off at $1 million? We know it's worth far more than that. $1 million. Vendors bid. $1 million. $1 million. Here with me. Not you, sir. Not you. Not you. You're all out, but anyone else could join in. 1 million. Here with me. 1 million and 10. 1 million. 1. Sir? 1 million 2. 1 million 2. All join in. We're nearly there, but it's still a very, very cheap house. You know it's worth far more than this. 1 million and 2. 1 million and 2. Call it out. Anywhere. You can all be part of this. The dream is still there. 1,200,000, it's still a wonderful property. 1,200,000, you sure? You sure? That can't be right. The property's worth far more than that. 1,200,000, 1,200,000, I'll call it for the first time. Sure, there's a bit more there, but I'll call it for the first time for this wonderful property. That view all comes with it. 1,200,000, call for the second time. Are you sure?
1,050,000.
But it's 1,200,000, 1,050,000 to you, sir? Are you sure? 1,050,000. I'll call again. Everyone's very quiet. 1,050,000. 175. This is the pointy end of the auction. It is still there. The view's still there. 1,075,000. Gentleman at the back. 1,100,000. 1,100,000. Call them out again.
Sorry, Mr. Auctioneer, could you just confirm that again?
1,100,000, sir. Do you want to make a bid? You're quite welcome.
Not too sure if that is the bid.
1,100,000. The gentleman up to 1,080,000.
That is the correct bid, Mr.
I'm sorry. I called 1.1. I'm sure that's what we called. Are you withdrawing your bid?
1,080,000.
Are you withdrawing your previous bid, sir?
1,080,000. That's my bid.
We'll go. I'll take it back to 180. I'm sure it's one. I apologise if I'm wrong. But 1,080,000. I'm sure I was correct. 1,085,000. 1,085,000 up to the right. 1,009,000. 1,090,000. 1,090,000 towards.
2.5.
1,000,000.
92,500.
No, you're trying to confuse me on that one. It's 1,090,000 plus 2.5, so it's 1.125, if my head's correct.
1,092,500.
I'll take it as gospel. You make me withdraw a bit again, but I'll do my calculations later on. I need my pencil here, don't I? Okay, we'll go back to where we were. 1,900,000 to 500. Okay. Can we round it off somewhere, make life easier for the auctioneer here? Can we take 1 anywhere? Can we take 1 anywhere? Round it off for me, gentlemen. Surely you're not going to quibble over less than 0.5%. Is there 1 anywhere? I'll call it 1,925,000. 1,009,25, sorry. Am I correct? Thank you, gentlemen. I'm glad I've got someone looking after me here. 10925. I'll call it once. 10925 twice.
1,095,000.
Isn't that what we're calling? 109.
92.5. I'll go 1,095,000.
1,095,000 then. Surely we can round that one off. 1.1. Thank you very much. Great relief to a gentleman like in a day like this. Those figures you're throwing without a penciler. 1.11. 1.12. Is there any more? It's throwing me quick now. 1.2. I'll
1,105,000.
1,105,000. We're going backwards. It's 1.12 up here. 1.102. Okay. 1.105 then. 1.105, I'll call again. It's like drawing teeth today, isn't it, for a property such as this. 1.105, I'll call it for the first time. I'll call it for the second time. 1.105, 1.115. 1.106. You didn't say it was 100 or 1,000. 1.106. I'll go again. 1.107. We're all happy with that. Have I got it right this time? No mistakes? 1.107. I'll try again for a call. 1.107 I'll call for the once. I'll call for the twice. Are you all out? 1,110,000. But didn't we have 1.107 a second ago up here? Now we're back to 1.1010. 1.1010, I definitely need my penciler, don't I? 1.1010, I'll call for the first time.
And 12.
Is that 112, sir?
1112.
1112. I think you're playing with numbers here at this moment. You should round them off. It's 1112 for the first time. 1112 for the second time. You sure you fellas are out this time? It's 1112. There's still a wonderful property. It's 1112 for the third time. You're out. All finished. 1112. Sold to you, sir. A fantastic price. A great auction. Thank you very much for being here. Commiserations to those who've missed out on this wonderful property. Thanks for coming and travel safe. Thank you.
Let us come down on the floor, please. I think all agree they all done a top job, but there can only be a winner and of course in this instance a runner-up. It'll go off to Perth on the, well, commencing the 24th as the heats in Perth for the Nationals. So first and second go to Perth. Have a great time. I've been the judge a lot of times, about 5 or 6 times in different areas, and Michael Walsh always, he won't let anyone else do it now. He took over from me and I can't get back in. So it's all those dinners and the red wines and the white wines and the different regions of New Zealand and Australia. They're good, aren't they? Yeah. Just to also let you know that the winner of the competition will be presented with all the awards and everything else that goes with it on the REIT Awards night on the 21st of September. So you won't be getting any cash or anything just at the moment. Thanks to all the judges again. Cam's been very good. She's going to make a really good judge. I reckon she'll take over Michael's job when she's done around a bit. And didn't do anything to get a free drink. So, and Mark always workhorse. Thanks, Mark. Well, and thanks to the bidders and the judges. I've said the judges, the bidders, and the question askers. They've done a wonderful job, and it's all gone through. So congratulations everybody. There's going to be a winner and a runner-up. And I'll go to the runner-up for the third time in a row was Brett Boxall. His wife calls him the bridesmaid, by the way, so, but he's doing all right. He's doing all right. Yeah. And I can only announce the winner. Congratulations to the other two who do miss out. But the winner in a very, very close contest was Sam Wilcox. So anyway, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you next year. And anyone that wants to go to Perth, please go over because it's a great place to be, Michael.
If you want any information on Perth, there's a few handouts here. The events that's on, there's not only just the auction comp, there's a lot of other activities that the Western Australian Institute's putting on. So please feel free to grab one of these. Will shortly be on the REIT website as well. But anybody to go along, it's going to be a fantastic event. Come along to support these two guys and see how the Western Australians do it. It'll be a fantastic event, as I said.
Thanks a lot.